What's up, everyone? Today's Monday. I think it's June 8th, June 9th, maybe. So I posted a video watch list earlier today. So if you haven't seen that yet, please check it out. It's on the video right before this. So I do a recap every single Monday, and I do a video watch list every single Monday. So I want to kind of talk about some of my trades today. I want to talk about what I did right, what I did wrong, how I can improve, and just some other general trading advice. So before I get started, I want to mention that our promotion for the Jumpstart Accelerator is ending in a few weeks. So the Jumpstart Accelerator is a course that takes you from not knowing anything about trading to placing your first trade in 7 hours. We've gotten a lot of good feedback from it. We've gotten a lot of positive so members are watching it and they are using that foundation to dive more into the video library. So it's kind of like the syllabus slash curriculum that members have been kind of needing, because we have like 800 videos now. So filtering through all 800 is very tough. So this is kind of like your cliff notes to everything. So if you want to have access or you have any questions about it, you could text Tosh at 213-458-5997. After 2 weeks, the promotion is going to go away, and there is going to be an additional fee to have that course. So let's get started about trading. Last Monday, I had a red day. It kind of sucked. I think I lost like 3 or 4 grand. And it's all relative, but what really happened last week is I lost on Monday, and then that caused me to lose on Thursday. And then on Friday, I didn't trade. So one loss on Monday at the start of the week ruined my entire mojo for the entire week going forward. So because I screwed up on Monday, I felt like I had to trade all week to make it back, and that screwed up my mentality. So coming into Monday today, I want to take it slow. I want to make sure that I didn't have FOMO, and I want to make sure I stuck to my niche, right? So for the last 3 weeks in a row, Bao has lost on Mondays too. It is because we are so excited to trade on Mondays, right? I mean, we love the weekend, we love refreshing, but by Sunday morning, it's like, shit, is the market open yet? So that's kind of the problem, right? I woke up this morning early at 4 a.m. I was so excited to get to the desk that I woke up like 2 hours earlier than usual. As soon as I did that, I recognized that, oh shit, I'm fucked today if I don't slow down. So I mentioned in my video watch list, and I mentioned to the members that if you are struggling with FOMO on Mondays, it's okay to size down. It's okay to take it slow. There's no reason to be a hero. There's no reason to be trying to nail everything. So I sent a message to Bao and Tosh in the morning explaining the same thing. By them being my tabs, it's my job and their job to help us stay mentally sane, to be able to bounce ideas off of each other. And today, Bao did really well, and I did all right as well. So let me kind of recap today's trades, right? So there were 2 trades that I really liked today, and that was DGLY and Hertz, right? So HTZ was a runner on Friday. This stock ran up to $4 on Friday and closed somewhere in the 2s, and then today gapped up to 350. So what I did in my video watches before this is I showed the lines. I showed there was a 350 line, a 370 line, and a 4 line. So my plan in the morning was to short that 370 line and to short that 4 line. We got 370s on the dot, shorted that level, stock came down, I made my money. So that was really very simple trade. That was right off the watch list. Those are kind of the gimme trades of the day. Now let's talk about DGLY. So DGLY was a little bit of a tougher stock. They were at $4 pre-market, and then they had an offering pre-market at $2.15. Stock tanked to $3, and then 10 minutes after the offering, they released a PR pumping up the stock. Stock then rebounded from 3 to 4, and I think is at like $4.50 now. So these stocks are such scams. They're all playing games every single day, right? So you have a stock that has an offering at $2 a share and then has a PR 10 minutes later to pump it. This shit doesn't make sense. So this is why I love these scam companies. This is why I love these small cap penny stocks, because 99% of them are scams. 99% of them are going to go down. So knowing that we have an edge when these stocks go down gives me the confidence of this, right? Never in a million years would I think that a company would release an offering and 10 minutes later release a fucking PR pumping it, and people would buy it and people would fall for it, right? You have to be an idiot to fall for this shit. But there's a lot of idiots out there, and they were jamming this shit up, right? So something like DGLY is very difficult, right? Because we are in crazy times in this market. This market doesn't make sense. You got stocks that are going up from 1 to 10. You got stocks that are tanking from 6 to 8, like tanking from 6 to 3. This shit just really doesn't make sense. So when a market doesn't make sense, or when some trades don't make sense, you don't have to trade, guys. You don't have to trade. I'm getting a lot of PMs from members that are saying, I'm making money and it's going great. Now what? Or I'm getting PMs from members saying, I have no idea how to trade this market. This doesn't really make sense to me. So just because someone is trading it over here and nailing it, and you are over here and you don't understand it yet, realize that maybe this guy's been trading for 5 years and maybe you've been trading for 5 days, right? Last week on Twitter, saw a lot of people posting massive days, posting six-figure days, 100K, 200K, 500K, 600K. And that in the past used to discourage me because I feel like, damn, why am I not there yet? Why am I not there yet? But now I've realized as I've gotten older and as I've been doing this for longer, is that no one else matters except yourself in trading. Focus on your goals. Focus on your individual skill set, right? If you didn't see those P&Ls on Twitter, if you didn't see those P&Ls on Instagram, do you still think you traded that stock well? If the answer is yes, then you should be happy, right? Just because someone else has more experience, that shouldn't discourage you. It should only motivate you, right? So I saw a lot of people over the weekend making a lot of money, and it's good for them, no problem. But for me, I'm focused on my niche and I'm focused on doing what works for me. So today was kind of like a weird day. I mean, if you had FOMO, you would be dead today. So what I've realized is every single Monday, we have very big pre-market moves up. Every single Monday, we have zombie moves that are crazy. So it seems like a lot of traders are struggling with the same things as us, which is having FOMO and being excited to work. And that causes them to overtrade or get in too early. So now, because I've been seeing this every single Monday for the past 3, 4 weeks, I know that Monday now has to be a day where I am more precise. I am taking it slower and I am just sticking to the process religiously because I cannot afford to slip up just one time. Because all it takes is one slip up to fuck you up in this game. All it takes is one slip up that you don't place a stop, or you hold too much stock overnight, or something like that, where you're deviating from the process to kind of kill you. You see all these guys on the internet making all this money, and you have to remember that to be able to make that money, you have to also be able to lose that money. So let me kind of explain the story of kind of my trading and how my trading has kind of changed, right? So about a couple of years ago, I was trading massive size. I'm talking 100,000, 150,000 shares of basically fucking anything, right? So by using that size, I was making 40, 50, 60 grand a day, right? A day. But I was also losing 40, 50, 60 grand a day. So when you see all these big numbers on the internet of these guys post 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand, yes, it is all possible, but realize that they are comfortable losing 200, 300 or double their P&L, right? So if you are not comfortable with those losses, then you shouldn't really give a shit. When I was trading, making 50, 60K a day, I was losing 50, 60K a day. I was unhappy, I was stressed, and I wasn't really making much money, to be honest. But now, after I've dramatically dropped my size, I'm making less money, but it is more consistent. I am happier, and it is leading to a domino effect of more profits. So always remember that everyone has a different journey. People want different things out of their trading. I thought I wanted to make $10 million a year trading, but shit, I realized that making $1 million a year working 1 hour a day is totally fine with me, man. If you want to sit there for 8 hours a day and make 8 million, be my guest. I want to sit on my ass for 1 hour a day and make my money, and that's it, right? So people have different personalities. People want different things out of the market. Maybe you just want an extra $10,000 a year. Okay, no problem. Remember, guys, that all of these things, there's different traders around the world. There's different traders everywhere. People have different bankrolls. People have different amounts of risk and money. But to me, if I'm able to show up every single day and make even $1,000 a day consistently, that's still $250,000 a year. And that's plenty of money for working 1 hour a day, guys. The analogy that we give everyone that you guys have heard 100 times is if you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a lawyer, if you want to be an engineer, recognize that they go to school for 10 years to get there. So you go into trading school for 10 days, you're never going to get there. Trading is like college. Trading is like you are going to school, right? So in college, they have marketing 101. They have fucking chemistry 101. They have calculus 101. In trading, you have lines, technical analysis 101, fundamental analysis 101, charting 101, right? Scalping 101. You have all these different types of lessons that you have to pass first before you are able to improve and pass the class, right? So if you're a doctor, they make you operate on a dead body first before you operate on a live body. In trading, you first start trading on paper trading platform, demo money, fake money, to prove your consistency, to get used to the platform, and then you dive in with real money. So don't ever forget, guys, that I am on year 6 of my journey. Bao is on year 20 of his journey. And even if you are on day 20 of your journey, you have all the resources that you need to be successful. If you go to a gym and they only have a fucking bench press, right? Chances are you're not going to accomplish your goals. But if you go to the gym, there's a bench press, there's dumbbells, there's a bunch of different things. Maybe there's an elliptical here and there. You're going to be able to train different parts of your body. At MIC, we have all the equipment, all the lessons, everything that you need to reach your trading goals. But the problem is, man, no one watches shit. No one cares about it. No one does any work. Totally fine with me. The less work you do, the more money that we are able to take from uneducated traders. Remember, everyone is making fun of all these Robinhood traders. They're saying, oh my God, they're idiots. They're so dumb. They have no idea what they're doing. Oh my God, they're so stupid. Realize that the way to make money in this market is through education. These Robinhood traders are uneducated, right? They are uneducated. That's what the root of the problem is. So if they are uneducated and you spend a little bit of time learning, you'll be able to take advantage of those uneducated people, those lazy people that don't put in the work. And that's where we come in, right? Once you start trading in the stock market, you are in the ocean filled with sharks. You are filled with sharks like me. You are filled with sharks like Bao. You are filled with sharks like people that have $10 million accounts. And you, with your small Robinhood account that doesn't really know what the hell you're doing, and just buying random shit because it's up and because Twitter is pumping it or your chat room is pumping it, and you're holding bankrupt companies as an investment, you're fucking dead. So if everyone recognizes that there's an edge with all these Robinhood inexperienced traders, why not spend that extra investment in yourself to learn how to take advantage of the dumb money in this market? Does that make sense, guys? I want to open up to Q&A because there was a comment on the previous video that said that they want to do more Q&A. So let's kind of open it up to a quick 5-10 minute Q&A here so that we could kind of get some questions from the audience. Does that all make sense, guys? I have learned so much in the last month with MIC. Nice, Kyle. Great to hear it. Questions, guys? Things that made me go from inconsistent to consistent. Number one was the zombie rule. I would sit there all day trading all day because I thought that trading for longer meant more money. It's actually the reverse. Trading for less yields to more money because then you don't gamble away your gains. Let me see if there's any more questions. Keep them coming, guys. How do you select your top to trade for the day, and how do you go about locating? Do you locate prior to when the setup? So what I do is if it's a day one stock and I know I'm going to trade it because it broke down pre-market or whatever, I will locate my size that I'm looking for. Most of the time, what I do is I locate starters only, and then I locate more if I need it, because the truth is I don't want to have full size on 6 different stocks and only trade one stock. I'd rather take a small piece of everything, and then if I need more, I will add to it. And the earlier you wake up, the better the borrows are, because with Cobra, you get some free locates, and MIC members get discounts on commissions. What's a good size to make 10K a week? Wrong. Wrong. That's not the question you should ask. What is a good process to make 10K a week? If you're worried about making 10K a week and what size it is, you're going to blow up. I am using about 5 to 10,000 shares, right? At most 5 to 10,000, right? And I see new members coming in, and their max size is 20,000 shares. And I'm thinking to myself, I've been trading for 6 years, and I'm using 10,000 shares. You've been trading for 6 days, and you're using 20,000 shares. That's why sometimes having a big bankroll is a problem, because you just start fucking throwing, pile driving this shit in there. Less is more. It allows you to be more nimble. It allows you to wiggle more. So don't ask how much size it takes. Ask which setups are the ones that have the most edge. Which setups are the most repeatable, right? Which setups make the most sense? And don't worry about trading well. Yeah, people don't realize this. Wow, this is a great color for a Jeep. Looks like the Hulk. Any other questions, guys? I like keeping these videos short and sweet. How do you prevent chasing and FOMO when the fantasy orders don't hit? And is paper trading an absolute must? Paper trading is definitely an absolute must. How can you get out of medical school and the first thing you do is operate on a live body? You should probably practice first before you do that. When you're learning how to ride a bike, don't you learn on training wheels first, right? All of these things, guys, all of these things. Now, let me go back to that question, which was how do you prevent FOMO? So I've been dealing with FOMO my entire life, and you will continue to deal with FOMO for your entire life. So I usually have a rule not to trade market. And remember, today I traded and remember what I said, my max size was 5 or 10,000 shares, right? Pre-market, I traded with 100 shares only. And the reason I did this is not to make money. I did this to cure the FOMO that I had in my system. I made 20 bucks, let's say, on that 100 shares, right? Nothing, absolutely nothing. But that small trade, win or lose, cured my FOMO. So for me, maybe using 1/10 of my size or 1/100th of my size pre-market to cure my FOMO is what I need. Is like that small slap in the face that I need to say, get the hell out of here. If that trade didn't work out and I lost 20 bucks, again, the trade was not about the money. The trade was to cure this up here. I had to pay 20 bucks to cure my head up here. Any other questions? You guys always avoid stocks like ENOB. I think Bow traded it today on the backside, but I kind of missed it. How many green days on a stock before you start thinking about short? We have videos on this. How do you get your hair to look so good in the morning? I have no fucking clue. I think it looks like shit. Is it better to buy stocks over 5 or below 5? Again, that's the wrong question. You shouldn't just buy a stock because it's $3, $4, $5. That's wrong, right? Why are you buying a stock? Is it above VWAP? Is it easy to borrow? Is SSR on? Is the float rotated? Those are the questions you should be asking, not is it above $5? And this, again, is the uneducated questions that you could tell people have not looked into or people do not care about. And for those uneducated questions, right, it's okay. It's okay. We are all been beginners. But I just want to show you that these are the things that people don't think about. They just think, is the stock cheap? Is it under $5? Okay, it's a buy. They don't think, okay, what's the news say? What is the float? What is the overall market sentiment, right? These are the questions that these inexperienced traders do not ask. And that is why someone with more experience comes and decimates all these new traders. The reason why so many traders are succeeding in this market is because they've been trading for fucking 5, 10 years. They understand the mechanics. And now there's a flood of millions of people that are amateurs that don't know what the hell they're talking about. And that's how people are making the shitload of money. They are taking advantage of all these uneducated people. So if you want to learn and you want to improve, you have to join. It's my ex. Does that make sense, guys? Let me go through some of these questions. That's it, guys. That's it. So let's do a couple more questions and then let's wrap it up. Again, do you have any questions for me? Let me see. Some questions are coming in. So one last thing, I will talk about it again, is the accelerator course. So again, this accelerator course, we have a promotion, right? We have a promotion going on right now for a couple weeks. The goal of the accelerated course is to take someone that doesn't know anything about trading to placing their first trade in 7 hours, right? So what we're doing now is we are doing a bundle for 1 year of MIC. If you join the annual membership, you will get the course for free. The course itself is worth $1,500. We are going to sell it for $1,500 in 2 weeks, but we are doing a promo now for you to get it free with your membership. So not only will you get the accelerator course, you will also get a year of MIC to learn and improve, guys. So a lot of people are saying Hertz is breaking down, and Bao said that Hertz is not breaking down. And if you think it's breaking down, you should join and learn. And that goes to what it always says, guys. It always goes to the same thing. There is uneducated money in this market right now. We are flooded with Robin Hood people that don't know what the hell they are doing. So for a shark like me, for a shark like Bao, this is a great fucking market to be trading in. So please do not be one of these uneducated people that is buying stocks just because some guy on fucking Twitter is telling you to go all in on him, right? So if you have any questions, guys, hit us up, text us 213-458-5997. Write down one lesson that you learned from this video, right? One lesson that you learned from this video. And I'll be sure to send you guys maybe a t-shirt or a month of MIC or just a special gift because I know that most people don't make it to the end of this video. They don't make it to the end of any of the videos. So it's actually nice to see the people that do make it to the end because go fucking figure, those are the people that find success. So I like keeping an eye out for the hard workers because that shows me who I need to spend the most time with because I appreciate those that work hard, right? So that's it, guys. I will see you in the room. If you have any questions, DM me in Slack, and I will see you guys tomorrow.